Senator Lindsey Graham on Tuesday testified before a Fulton County, GA, special grand jury probing 2020 election interference in the state after a months-long attempt to avoid appearing. Graham, an ally of former President Trump, had cited constitutional arguments as he sought to block a subpoena from the Fulton County District Attorney, but the Supreme Court earlier this month paved the way for Graham's testimony. Today, Senator Graham appeared before the Fulton County Special Grand Jury for just over 2 hours and answered all questions, Graham's office said in a statement. The senator feels he was treated with respect, professionalism and courtesy. Out of respect for the grand jury process, he will not comment on the substance of the questions. A judge in July approved the subpoena from District Attorney Fani Willis, D., who expressed interest in hearing from Graham about calls he made to Georgia's top elections official, Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger, R., following the 2020 presidential election. Raffensperger, who has also testified before the grand jury, claimed Graham suggested to him that he should discard some ballots during one of the calls. Graham has denied Raffensperger's account. In a separate call, Trump pressed Raffensperger following the election to find the roughly 11,000 votes required to overturn President Biden's victory in the state, a request Raffensperger resisted as he voiced disagreement with Trump's unfounded claims of mass electoral fraud. Graham looked to quash Willis's subpoena, citing the Constitution's speech and debate clause, which provides some protections for lawmakers in testifying, among other arguments. A federal trial judge in September shielded Graham from testifying in fact-finding inquiries related to election procedures and allegations of voter fraud in the state, ruling it constituted protected legislative activity, but otherwise allowed his appearance to move forward. Graham appealed the ruling to an Atlanta-based federal appeals court, but a panel affirmed the prior decision and indicated the South Carolina Republican could object to specific questions in the lower court. Graham then sought emergency relief from the Supreme Court, but the justices rebuffed his request while indicating that constitutional guardrails should apply in his appearance. His appearance on Tuesday marks the latest Trump ally to testify before the grand jury. Others include Rudy Giuliani, other pro-Trump attorneys, and former White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows.